Remember Willow and Fern, the two rabbit friends? This is another story about them. The morning sun draped the meadow in soft gold. Dewdrops shimmered on the blades of grass, and the air smelled sweet with wildflowers. Willow and Fern, the inseparable rabbit friends, hopped side by side, noses twitching, hearts light. They had spent every sunrise together since they were kids, chasing butterflies, nibbling clover, and telling stories under the whispering oak. Lately, they had grown even closer. When Fern caught a cold last week, Willow brought him herbs every morning and sat quietly beside him until he felt strong again. And when Willow had a nightmare one night about losing her burrow, Fern had comforted her by saying softly, "Even if the burrow vanished, I'd dig a new one right beside you." That morning, the world felt peaceful, too peaceful. As the two friends reached the edge of the forest, a strange silence fell. No birds sang. The wind stilled. Fern froze, his whiskers quivering. "Willow, do you hear that?" But before she could answer, a shadow burst from the bushes, a wild fox, eyes glinting, teeth flashing. It lunged forward and grabbed Fern by his fur. "Fern!" Willow screamed, her heart cracking in terror. The fox dragged Fern toward the thicket, his little paws scraping the dirt. Willow trembled. Every instinct told her to run, to hide. But then she looked at Fern's terrified eyes, and something fierce ignited in her chest. She couldn't leave him, not her best friend. Willow darted forward with all her courage. She leapt onto the fox's back, scratching and biting, making the predator snarl and shake. "Let him go," she cried, though her tiny voice trembled. Fern kicked wildly, twisting free for a moment, but the fox turned on Willow now, teeth bared. Just then, Willow did the bravest thing she'd ever done. She stood her ground. Her heart pounded, her legs shook, but she thumped the ground hard with her hind legs, a warning call that echoed through the meadow. Other rabbits nearby heard the signal and began thumping too. In seconds, the air filled with pounding and rustling, a chorus of alarm. The fox hesitated. Too much noise, too many witnesses. With a frustrated snarl, it turned and vanished into the woods. Willow collapsed, trembling. Fern limped to her, eyes wet. "You saved me," he whispered, pressing his forehead to hers. "You'd have done the same," she said, voice breaking. For a long while, they just sat there, breathing in the safety of the meadow, the wind finally returning to carry away the fear. That night, under the stars, Fern looked at his best friend and said softly, "I always knew you were brave, Willow, but today you were my hero." Willow smiled, brushing her nose against his. "We'll always be each other's heroes, Fern, no matter what comes." And as the moonlight bathed the meadow in silver, the two friends curled up side by side, no longer just friends, but souls forever bound by love, courage, and the memory of a day that proved true friendship can outshine even fear.